What's up, everybody out there? I'm Marcus.
I'm Orion.
And we're Northwest
Sports Fanatics.
Today here on the show, we got a special guest, my good homeboy, Richard Gatewood, two-time All-Big Sky first-team performer from Montana State, also the Oakland Raiders. He's a personal trainer right now, training NFL and college players. Rick, how you doing today, man?
How you doing, man? I'm doing great, man. How y'all doing? I'm glad y'all have me on the show, man. Appreciate it.
All right. So, you're out there as a personal trainer. Can you go down some of the players that you're training with right now?
Most definitely. Down here in Southern California, sports performance coach. Actually, with my company, my fiance, Leading Edge Advantage. And a couple of athletes that I've been working with is Brian Quick, Chris Gibbons, Austin Pettis of the St. Louis Rams, Marvin Jones of the Cincinnati Bengals, Taekwon Underwood of Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A few college athletes as well. One for sure is Paul Richardson, the University of Colorado. He's going to have a breakout year. And last year he tore his ACL, actually. So this year he's coming back and he's going to live the call for World Watch.
All right.
For sure.
All right. Sounds good. Now, speaking of ACLs and MCLs, PCLs, from you being the trainer, what is your take on how quickly some of these athletes are coming back from these injuries?
Well, my take on it is just education alone. We're starting to see it quite often. A lot of experience with people doing it. You're going to see people coming back from it far faster than before. You got the Adrian Petersons, you got the Griffins, you got people of those nature coming back from these injuries very fast. And what my company is about, we're about preventing these things and doing screenings to help prevent ACLs. And some things are freak nature injuries, but sometimes they can be prevented with certain exercises implemented into plans that I have. So, yeah.
Yeah, one question I had for you, Richard, and I'm really happy to have you here on the show. What do you think about deer antler spray and Ray Lewis, Adrian Peterson, and some of these college teams like Alabama, Auburn, LSU? Do you think that a lot of players are using this?
Yes, I do. I wouldn't put it past them. So, one thing I've learned, I'm not going to sit here and call them guilty until they get caught red-handed. So that's one thing I experienced. I think they are using it. If they are getting a competitive edge by using certain things, I don't blame them because it's their profession, their bodies. I don't necessarily agree with the things they do, but I wouldn't blame them because the football, that's what they do, and they try to come back as soon as possible and get on the field.
All right, sounds good out there, Rick. Now, what you think about the HGH and the PEDs? Adderall. All of the cornerbacks been getting caught up with it lately, trying to keep up with them fast receivers out there.
Oh yeah, most definitely. The PEDs and the HGH, of course, them are all, like enhancing drugs, So they're putting a real competitive edge. As far as the Adderall, my opinion and take on it, I don't think it gives you a competitive edge at all. It's basically a drug for ADHD, which is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Helps you concentrate a little bit more and gives you a mental edge. But as far as physical, in comparison to HGH and PEDs and things of that nature, I don't think it gives you a physical competitive edge.
All
but
right.
I do believe a lot of people are using those particular things
All right.
right now and trying to get away with it.
All right. And, since you played the wide receiver position, I just want to know your quick take on your no particular order, your top 5 wide receivers in the NFL right now.
Ooh, I'm a receiver guru. Let's see. You got to have the Johnsons up there. That's Calvin and Andre. Larry Fitzgerald has to be in the mix. Brandon Marshall, he has to be up there. Yeah, it's hard for me to pick between Victor Cruz and A.J. Green, but any of those two, it's hard for me to leave a lot of people off the list, but since you limit them to 5, 3 of them you cannot take off anybody's top 5 if they don't have the 2 Johnsons or Fitzgerald on there. I think they need to do some more video analysis and check the statistics.
What do you think about Julio Jones?
Oh man, I amazing athlete. In the next couple years or so, I will put him in my top 5. But the 3 previously mentioned, they got so many years under their belt and been dominant for so long. Calvin being the youngest out of all of them, of course, but they've been dominant for so long, and everybody knows what they're going to do, but they still can't stop it. It's just like with Jerry Rice. They know what he's going to run, but they can't stop the route. So once Julio Jones just gets a couple more years under his belt, same thing with A.J. Green and Victor Cruz. Once they get some more years under their belt, and everybody knows what they're doing, and they still perfect their game, and then I'll have to put them in the top 5 as well, reaching up.
All right, Rick. I know you was recently training with Brian Quick, Chris Givens, and Austin Pettis from the Rams. Now, out of that bunch, the Rams is going to need one of them to step up and help Sam Bradford out there, because he's kind of getting that labeled as a bust right now. Now, out of those 3, who do you predict is going to have a breakout year?
Wow. That's a tough question right there, Mr. Hill. Thanks, man. Put me on the spot. I'm trained all 3, so I can give a little take on all 3. I think that Brian Quick has the highest ceiling because he has everything involved with a receiver needs. Statistic-wise, Chris Givens will have a breakout year. He will be their number 1. And as far as catching touchdowns and in that end zone, which matters the most in scoring touchdowns, Austin Pettis is going to touch that paint plenty of times this year. So I know I'm giving a lot of ups to all 3, not answering the question and avoiding the question because I trained all 3 of them. But I think it's going to be a big year for them with the Rams. And it's hard for me to say that because I'm a Niner fan. And I'm kind of, my stomach still hurts from Michael Crabtree tearing his Achilles. So I'm recovering from that mentally right now.
Right, I understand. Yeah, you are a big 49ers fan there. The Crabtree is going to be a huge loss. I know they got a couple of young receivers out there, so one of them is definitely going to have to step up. What you think, Ryan?
I was talking about this with a buddy too, not too long ago. We talked about who's going to step up, and I forgot about Anquan Bolden. Anquan Bolden is there. I don't think they'll be losing too much, and that's being a Niner fan. I don't think they'll be going to be losing too much with Crabtree being out while you're recovering. But like we said in the beginning, these injuries, they're coming back real fast, and he's going to be right there in the mix, like in the mid-season, and I wouldn't be surprised if he was.
Do you think Kaepernick's going to be able to get chemistry with Vernon Davis like Alex Smith had?
Yes. Oh, yes, most definitely. I think he's going to get more chemistry with him. He's so talented, multi-dimensional. I'm excited, man. I don't like how they did Alex, but looking towards the future, I have to go with Coach Harbaugh and the decision that he made, and I think he's going to get a lot of chemistry with Vernon. Vernon's going to, do his thing, of course, and that's going to open up Anquan even more, and it's going to be, it's going to be an exciting year for the Niners, especially when Crabtree comes back off the injury.
All right. Well, thank you for your time here today, Rick. Yay! Richard Gatewood. We ain't big time yet, so we got to do our own sound effects.
Before y'all leave, I please want to ask for 5 minutes a week. That's a minute little fraction of you guys' time. I want to be a part of the show. It's about to blow up. So give me 5 minutes. I don't care if y'all make it to ESPN, whatever. I want my 5 minutes. And if it don't, everybody heard this conversation and they know, hey, I was with y'all from right now when it's blowing up. So holla at me. Thank you. I appreciate y'all having me on this show, man. That was just, man, honoring to be up on here, man. I appreciate it. And I'm looking for big things. I'm looking to talk to y'all next week because I want my 5 minutes.
Yeah, we'll give you that 5 minutes anytime.
All right,
y'all, man. Y'all have a good one, man. I appreciate it.
You too. Thanks for being on, Rick.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time.
All right, now.
All right.